Welcome back and welcome to another Worthless Smuts on this show, on this channel, whatever you want to call it. This is where I give my insight and perspective, opinions, and show the facts regarding this dog culture. Because generally speaking, in society and the media, we only know about one horrible the one side about dogs, and that is, dogs are man's best friend, dogs are loyal, and it's all full of lies and it's full of excuses. Because when you look at the facts, dogs are worse. Like the title says, dogs are worse than a conniving friend, and they are, because you do so much for these things, man. People have done so much for them, but yet they're killing us every day. How can that happen? How can that happen every day, every week, every month, year round, around the world? They are attacking those that take care of them. But then we have others in the media, other dog experts, where they say, again, they worship dogs and say that they're loyal and this, but the facts, the other side of the other informations debunks all their claims. We have these experts telling you ways to prevent being attacked is to stand like a tree. So as you're standing like a tree, I mean, not as you stand, like as a dog is coming to attack you or is attacking you, they say to stand still like a tree. They will tell you as well to lay on the ground and to roll up in a ball and cover your face. That's what they're telling us. They're saying, don't provoke the dog. You do this because the dog attacked. You've done this because the dog attacked. And most, to like 9 out of 10 times, no one is provoking these things. Actually, not even 9 out of 10. Let's say 10 out of 10 times, no one is provoking these things. They're always attacking for no reason, attacking bystanders, civilians, pedestrians, children, their own owners, the owner's children, for nothing. I've shown a story where a guy just got up out of his seat, and the dog attacked him. How about, these owners showing the love and rescuing these dogs, and they still get attacked? Dogs are worse than a conniving friend, because at least with a conniving friend, you're going to be very proactive. You're going to have some judgment. You're going to have some doubt. You may not ignore them for the most part, but you still will be there for them. But you know that they're backstabbers, they're conniving, they lie. You know that about them, but you at least you know how to stay away from them for the most part. For some cases, you stay away from them completely. You don't even talk to this person. You stay far away from them just because of one thing they did. You have a friend that lies to you once. For some people, that's it. A friend that steals from you, after that mishap, you're done with that friend. You're done. Again, there's exceptions. Some people still stay around those kind of people. Others will just write them off. But with dogs, they will keep aggressive dogs. They will keep dangerous dogs. They will adopt dangerous dogs. And there's a case, I had a video, the last video, the video before, where this dog bit the owner's boyfriend twice in 2 weeks. And then after the third attack, the owner was dead because that same dog attacked her and killed her. See, the dogs are worse than a conniving friend. They're far worse than a conniving friend. Now, as you can see in this picture, the dog will the dog and the owner, they'll be all fine 1 minute. This owner will be like the dog loves him, but the next few minutes or whatever, or the day or month, this dog is attacking him or attacking someone for no reason. But you know what these experts and these dog nuts say? They're going to say the owner did something to provoke it. They're going to say the dog had some kind of brain tumor. The dog was sick. The dog was abused before. Is this always happening to dogs, which is why they attack? And if that is the case, then we should not be owning them if they're going to have these brain tumors where they're going to be killing their owner. If they already were an abused, with an abusive owner, we shouldn't be having them. But yet these people will risk their lives for nothing. Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. These dogs, you will love these dogs, but they will maul you. And that's a fact. That is a fact. Today, in this video, we're going to be going over a few things. We're going to be looking at some attacks that have happened just recently. We'll be heading to the UK. We're going to be talking about this German Shepherd that attacked. Also, we'll be staying in the UK. And again, there's another XL bully attack that occurred. We're going to be heading to Philly. And once again, these dog nuts and these dog nut politicians, they're still surprised that there's been a record high of dog attacks. We'll get into that. Then, we're going to be diving into dog nuts showering with their dogs on Reddit. Dog nuts taking their dogs into their washroom as they're using the washroom. I may sound harsh. When I call these dog nuts disgusting, but it is the truth. And I guarantee these dog nuts as well, they call other people disgusting. They see other people doing something disgusting. They're going to call and say they're disgusting, they're gross. They're going to call them nasty. And I see these dog nuts, they pick up dog shit. They live in a house with dogs, nasty dogs, stinky dogs. Or they're contaminating the air, their houses. They're shitting and pissing everywhere. They spread diseases. They share their bed, the shower with them. How are these people not disgusting? Because they are disgusting. They're nasty. That's not being clean. Clean is staying away from things that will make you filthy. But these people will live in a household with something that is naturally filthy. Naturally filthy. So yes, they are disgusting. And these same people will call other people disgusting for whatever reason. But that's okay. But somehow I can't call other dog nuts disgusting when they are disgusting. So it's okay for them to do it, but I can't do it to them. That's dog culture for you. That is dog culture for you. We're gonna dive into it. Also, we're doing other things, but first stop we're gonna be stopping by in India. We have stray dogs attacking, injuring 7 in a single day in Vadodara. I'm guessing it's Vadodara. They say the escalating issue of stray dogs have become daily concern across the state. When they mention stray dogs, I've always asked a question, like, what about stray dogs? And I've yet to hear any kind of answer to that. Because usually when dogs attack, they're going to blame the owner and, accuse the owner of doing something, accuse the owner of not watching for warning signs. But what about when these stray dogs attack? Like, who's responsible? There's another article that I read based off in India where they told people if they realize, hey, there's been an increase of dog attacks, and their solution is if a dog is about to attack you, don't look it in the eye. If a dog's about to attack you, stand like a tree. If a dog's about to attack you or is attacking you, lay on the ground and cover your face. That's the advice that they're giving us. That's it. Well, there are some people in India that will worship and feed and do all these stuff for these dogs. But in return, again, these dogs are attacking us. These stray dogs are attacking. With a recent surge in dog-related injuries, 7 individuals, including a 1-year-old girl, have been hospitalized. In separate incidents, dog also attacked 6 more residents. They attacked a 24-year-old, a 6-year-old, another 7-year-old, a 12-year-old. And they say that the other 1-year-old was mauled by a dog. She was rushed to the hospital for immediate treatment. Nevertheless, 7 days of 7 attacks in one. Is it 1 day again? Yeah, 7 attacks in 1 day by these stray dogs. 7 attacks. That is way too much. And again, we have so-called solutions for dogs that are owned in the US and Canada, etc. But why are stray dogs allowed to terrorize people? We have 7 that were injured in 1 day by these dogs. 7 in 1 day. You can't tell me that this is not a problem. We can do our part, stand like a tree and all that, but that's not going to prevent dogs from attacking you or someone else. But they allow these dogs to roam free and terrorize people. Kill people, attacking children, left to right every day. And now we have 7 attacked in 1 day. How much more needs to be attacked where people need to realize, hey, dogs are the problem? We head to, got lagging. To the UK. This time, it's a German Shepherd that attacks and injures 2 people in Croxley Green. Police said it was called to a kennel path near Woodland Chase in Croxley Green, Hertfordshire at 11:30 BST on Sunday. England Ambulance Service said one of the people was taken to Retford General Hospital for further treatment. And they also stated that the German Shepherd was also destroyed by firearms officers after attempts to contain it. I thought they didn't have guns down there. Obviously, give or take. I just thought the police in general just didn't have these guns. Firearms officer. But luckily enough, they were able to kill the thing before it caused any more damage. So that's, one good out of it. But yet, dogs continue. It's another day, another week, another day of just attacking people. But why? What for? And this just proves that they're brain damaged. They are brain damaged. They are brain damaged mutants. And speaking of XL bullies, a woman killed in dog attack in East London as police seized 2 XL bullies. So as we know, in the UK, there is an XL bully ban. And that was instated in February the 1st, 2024. And obviously the bully nuts and the dog nuts are having uproar. You know, they're angry that their vicious dogs are being banned. But somehow some of these dog nuts still have these dogs where, you know, their requirements are the dog has to wear a muzzle and a leash and all that stuff. But even though it's been, 3-4 months within this ban, we've had a few attacks by these XL bullies. We had even during when they were mentioning it, you know, a lot more were being attacked by them. We had back in December a UK man's, you know, the dog ripped off his testicles. XL bully dog. Back in February of the 8th, there was another XL bully fatal attack. On the 5th, Britain's deadly XL bully attack, Scourge, again, shows every death by crazed animals since the COVID lockdown. So they've been attacking quite a bit. For these things that are misunderstood and, you know, are, you know, it's all about the owner, they sure attack and kill a lot of people. They sure attack and kill people that are there to feed it and take care of it. Also another story of, I know there was another guy that was attacked by his own XL bully, but here we are again with another woman killed by her own XL bully dogs. The woman was in her 50s, died at the scene in Hornchurch with the XL bullies contained inside a room in the house before being seized by officers. Funny how in this case they killed these dogs, but in this case, even though these things are banned, they just decided to seize them instead. I mean, they already killed someone. They killed someone. Why not just kill these things there and then? Metropolitan Police said the victim was a woman in her 50s and the attack happened on Hornchurch on Monday afternoon. Police were called to Cornwall close around 1:12 p.m. to reports of a woman attacked by a dog. The woman was treated by medics, but sadly she was pronounced dead at the scene. These were registered dogs, and prior to officers' arrival, these were registered XL bully dogs, and prior to officers' arrival had been contained inside a room in the house. So even registering them does nothing. Doesn't keep people safe. If it did, why is this person dead by these things? Family of the woman who was the owner of the dogs are being supported by officers. So this was her dogs. The family of the woman who was the owner of the dogs being supported by the officers. See, the so-called bans that they have for these dogs are worthless. They're worthless. I mean, these bully nutters in the UK they're getting upset for pretty much nothing because these dogs are still existing in the UK. They're still allowed in the UK. And this is what you get when you allow these things. You get another person that is killed by them. Just like that. I think it's her own dogs or the family dogs. It doesn't matter. Another person is killed by an XL bully dog. Something that is supposed to be banned. Something that is misunderstood. It attacks and kills its owners or people. It doesn't matter if they're owner or not. They're still killing someone. And oftentimes it's for no reason whatsoever. Again, they were banned February the 1st, 2024. And since then, there's been multiple attacks and deaths by these things. And I've tried looking for like XL Bully attack stats like since the so-called ban, but I wasn't able to find much. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot more attacks out there that have occurred. But these brain dead bully tards, they're just so delusional, that they're gonna side with these killers, with these killer dogs, and all to have someone lose their lives, which is totally unfair. Yeah. Sorry about the computer again. Now it's lagging. Oh, my bad. My mic was off. Again, we're still in the UK. Just another article regarding the same story. Just about the lady who was mauled by her own worthless mutts, her own XL bullies. I mean, they say there's a ban of these things, but this is not really a ban. If they're still allowed to exist in our communities, it's not really a ban. It's more like, it's more like it's like meaningless. It's just meaningless. It is meaningless. Speaking of XL Bully, man, I think I may have saw one as I was driving. I mean, I live in Ontario, where supposedly they're supposed to be banned. Bullies, pit bulls are supposed to be banned, but I'm, again, still seeing them. I'm still seeing them in the suburbs. I'm still seeing them in the daytime. I see them nearly every day. So these bans are worthless if they're not being enforced or reinforced. Yeah. Excuse my computer, it's lagging again today. Yet again, it's lagging for whatever reason. Earlier it was working fine. Last few videos it was working fine, but now it does not want to cooperate. We even have a grandmother that was mauled to death by her own son's XL Bully dogs. So no one is safe. No one is safe. I can't remember this story. I think it was like last year, maybe. But again, no one is safe. No one is safe from these things. This banning is worthless. What needs to happen is they need to be eliminated. Seize them all and just eliminate them. Eliminate every, sperm or DNA of them. Eliminate them all. So many innocent people getting killed by them. Enough is enough. God, I'm so sorry again. This computer is... Hopefully things are better now. My computer has just been lagging. So I just paused it for a little bit. Hope it, stop lagging or loading, whatever it needs to do. But again, I apologize for that again. But anyways, in Philadelphia, police paced a hit 4-year high in dog killings. Philadelphia police dog killings are on track to reach a new high since at least 2020 per data obtained by Axios. Why it matters, a spate of dog attacks in the last 2 weeks has instilled fear in residents, but animal activists say the recent spike could be an unfortunate coincidence. That's dog lover talk for it's not the dog's fault. By the numbers, police shot and killed 4 dogs in the first 5 months of 2024. one fewer than they did in all of 2023. So the police have shot and killed 4 dogs in the first 5 months of 24, when the department had its highest dog killing total in recent years. Police couldn't immediately provide dog killing data before 2020. I wonder why. All of a sudden, there's been a surge of these things. But anyways, yes, but dog bites through the first 5 months of the year are at 59, well below the 235 reported in 2023 and the 355 in 2015 per police data. In the last 4 cases this year where police resorted to deadly force, animal activists say dogs were either attacking people or other animals. I mean, this is man's best friend here. The worthless mutt that is put on a pedestal and is, we have to pretend that they're great, that they're harmless. But in reality, they are attacking us, attacking other animals, natural animals. And and there's no button, there's no special word that can de-escalate these dogs when they're attacking or before they're attacked. There is no special word, none whatsoever, nothing. Because when these things want to attack, they're going to attack. When they're attacking someone, it is hard to defuse when these dogs are attacking. Hard to, because a lot of these owners can't do it by themselves. They need other people to do it. They need other tools, whatever, to do it. And so much that when their owners are getting attacked by their own dogs, just like the article we read about the lady that was mauled by her own XL bullies, she couldn't stop the attack. Obviously because she's dead. And these owners can't stop these dogs from attacking them either. So what we have to rely on is the firearm, is the police, is our guns killing and shooting these worthless mutts. They help. Guns and shooting these dogs do help. They do help with diffusing and eliminating these dogs. I mean, we killed one that was attacking, but how about the rest? No, we gotta wait till they attack again. And by the next time they do attack, someone is going to get mauled to death. The big picture, experts say it's important to understand that the odds of an attack go up in the densely populated areas like Philly, which is home to more than 780,000 dogs. That is quite a bit. And again, it doesn't even matter if you're in the city or if you're in the suburbs or rural. It doesn't matter. Dogs don't care where they are. I've shown many cases where they're either in the suburbs or they're in the rural area. People riding their bikes in the rural area. It doesn't matter. They're going to attack you. It doesn't matter where these dogs are. Dogs don't care about that. It doesn't concern dogs where they are. When they want to attack, they're attacking. But people want to use these stats as if it means something when they're meaningless. It's like, I think they're trying to blame. I think they're trying to blame a certain demographic here. They're trying to blame these city people. They're, thugs, they're criminals. They're trying to do that. But even fragile little ladies are being attacked by dogs that they own. So it really has nothing to do with who you are as a person, or what your skin color is, where you live. It has no meaning whatsoever. Remember those 2 babies that died maybe 2-3 years ago? It's like one of those perfect suburban, homes. And still their dogs attack and kill 2 babies. And I'm pretty sure those two people weren't thugs. They weren't gangsters. They were not criminals. But yet the dog still attacks the babies. They kill the babies. But people like this, they always want to use some kind of excuse to justify and protect these worthless mutts. While fatal dog shootings are on the rise, the city is on track to record the fewest number of dog bites ever over the same period. Does that make sense? Fewest number of dog bites ever over the same period, which I think is, a lie. I mean, every day we're always hearing about dog attacks, dog bites, and et cetera, et cetera. I feel like it is going up. I think the surge of dog nuts is going up. Bully breeds are going up. You have a lot more dumbed down people in our society, so it would make sense that these dumbed down people would go and get dogs. They would get something that is stupid. And look what happens. People are getting attacked for it. Just because some dumb guy needs a dog and some dumb guy is dumb, people have to die for that. But it's here. Let's see. Barrett says dogs are like people. This guy says, I'm not making this up. Hope you guys can see that. This dognut says dogs are like people in that they are shaped by a complex interplay of genetics and environmental surroundings. Just like I said, they were pretty much blaming the city. They're pretty much, they're not saying it right directly, but they're pretty much blaming a demographic, blaming it on thugs, blaming on maybe a certain people with different types of skin color. That's what they're trying to dig at, and we have this guy saying that dogs are just like people, where our genetics and the environment shapes how we operate. Like, when do you see us, people in general, I'm talking like sober people, just attacking someone for no reason? Like, for literally no reason. Where do you see people, helping us, and then we go around for no reason and just attack them? That's not happening. But only in dog culture that occurs. But it's even it's worse with dogs, worse, because these same people will say it's because of the weather, because of noise, because someone provoked it, because you looked it in the eyes, all these things. And they want to compare dogs with humans. But I thought dogs were better than people anyways. But yet dogs have all these problems, but they want to mesh humans into these dog problems, just so they can, make dogs not look so bad. And, especially with these dog nuts reading this, they're going to think dogs are just like people, so they're not as bad. They're going to think, oh, it's because of the environment. Oh, it's because they're raised in the city. Oh, because they're raised by criminals. You're telling me most of these attacks done to old ladies is because these old ladies were criminals? How about these shelter workers going out into these shelters looking to help these dogs, and they're still attacked? God, we can't be meshing dog behaviors with human behaviors. That is, that's like that. You're pretty much downplaying humanity. You're pretty much, shaming and spitting on, despising humanity. And humanity is so much better than dogs. Sure, we're not perfect, and I'm sure there are things that people do that are horrible. But we're better than dogs. We're the ones that have to take care of these things. because they're so worthless. But yet this person wants to compare them to people. So it says most behavioral triggers can be eliminated or managed with training because the natural state of dogs is worthless. Because the natural state of dogs means they're dangerous. The natural state of dogs, they're dangerous, they're violent, and they will kill you. So you have to train that out of them. But how many times have we heard someone training a dog since they're a puppy? Then them saying it never showed aggression before to them being killed and mauled by a dog. So many times. So training again is worthless. Worthless. I always bring this up. Cesar Millan's dog. Cesar Millan's dog. This guy has been working with dogs since he was a little child. Been training dogs. He's like a millionaire, probably a billionaire, working with celebs and other various people. Hundreds of millions of dogs. But yet his dog attacks and kills someone? Cesar Millan's own dog. Talk about training. If Cesar Millan can't train his dog not to attack, we're all doomed. We're all doomed. And they say the bottom line, the best way for dog owners and residents to avoid attacks is by remaining vigilant. And I've said this. This is my words, though. You know, as people are anti-dog, when you're going out in the neighborhood, know who has a dog. Know where they live. Know when they're going to take their walks. Be aware of what's behind you, beside you. Carry a weapon. If you don't want to carry a firearm, carry a bat, a knife, an axe, some kind of thing to defend yourself against these worthless mutts. Anything. Even a pan is something. Don't just go out there all comfortable, because when you're comfortable, when you're too comfortable, that could be a dangerous thing. You're so comfortable walking in the neighborhood, you've done it so many times, you would never suspect getting attacked by dogs. And then it happens, and then you're dead. You're injured. Family member is dead. Family member is injured. This is something that people who are anti-dog should do. To avoid attacks, remain vigilant. But why not eliminate and ban these dogs? I think that's the best solution. Remaining vigilant in your neighborhood isn't really a solution. It's more like a precaution. More like a precaution. The solution for dog attacks is to eliminate them. They don't deserve to breathe our air. They don't deserve to breathe the air that the Creator has given us. Because they're so brain damaged mutants. They're worthless. We always have people like these defending these dogs after they've attacked. After we're talking about there's a record high of dog attacks, record high of police shooting and killing these dogs, but they still fail to see that dogs are the problem. And they fail to see it so bad that they have to compare dogs to people. They have to associate our problems with dog problems when they're totally different. Because when we hear loud noises, we just hear it and we move on. We don't go on to attack people. When dogs hear high noises, they end up attacking people and they run away. We create so much, we create so much in the environment. And if that is bothering a dog, we have to eliminate something in the environment just so the dog doesn't attack. So how can we compare dogs to people? When there's something in the environment that's bothering people, people either ignore it or they move away. They mind their own business. But with dogs, you have to eliminate that thing. You got to give dogs these vests, give dogs these toys, give dogs medication just so they don't attack. Gosh, man, why can't we see that dogs are the problem? If police are always shooting these things at a record high, dogs have to be the problem here. It's not about where you live, in the city or in the rural or the suburb. It doesn't matter who owns them. Whether you're white, black, elderly, young, a child, it doesn't matter. They're still going to attack you. There's so many records and stats of dogs attacking anybody and everybody. No one is safe with them. You don't even have to own these things. You could be minding your own business and yet you're attacked by dogs. On your own property, they invade and they attack you. So dogs are the problem. It's not just the owners and training it. That's worthless. It's useless at this point. It always has been, but it's useless to even bring up training again and again and again. When we're seeing the same result over and over again. And it's not just, and they mentioned, and they did mention training the dog. Well, what about these stray dogs? What about these stray dogs that have been attacking and killing people? What about them? What about them? See, this dog culture, it is so disorganized, it's so dysfunctional, it's so selective, so ignorant and arrogant that they can't see their own dog shit. They can't see their own bullshit. They can't even hear themselves speak. Because if they could, they wouldn't be spewing such nonsense over and over and over and over again. This is what dog culture does to people. It makes them so stupid. So stupid. So blind. And that's what dog culture is. Their job is to protect these worthless mutts no matter what. No matter what. Even if they are being shot by the police or biting many people, they're going to defend these dogs. They will defend these dogs so much that they will die for them. They will die for these worthless mutts. Die for a mutant. Where there's no doggy hell. There's no doggy heaven. These things will cease to exist. There's no dogs looking down on you. None whatsoever. And this is where it all starts. The TVs and the cartoons. And a lot of these dog nuts are just dumb people. And they get brainwashed by this. They get brainwashed by all this. And they get a dog, and the dog ends up attacking and killing someone. They have to create lies about them. That's how bad dog culture is. They always have to create some lie and excuse. Lies and excuse, and these dogs have been attacking left to right. This is the Little Rascals. I'm not sure if this one is from the older one. But even this dog, I mean not this one, but there was they had a bully breed on set or in the movie, and that bully breed attacked one of the actors. So this is nothing new. Dogs attacking isn't anything new. Nothing's new here. The excuses as well aren't anything new. But what's wrong is that these dog nuts are creating these excuses and lies over and over and over again. They're repeating the same thing and doing the same exact thing over and over again. And the results remain the same. Dog nuts, dog owners, dog lovers, they are insane. Look at all these dogs in our shows, in our cartoons. Especially in our cartoons. And lucky enough, I was not brainwashed by this. I'm not sure how, because I watched a lot of TV back in the day, a lot of cartoons back in the day. I've seen all these shows back in the day. I don't know them all by name, but I've seen them. But yet I didn't become a dog nutter. But a lot of people watching this, these cartoons, whatever, they create this frequency, and these dog lovers, dog nuts, as they're young, they tend to get manipulated by these things, and they come to this conclusion that dogs are great, dogs are wonderful. Pretty much all these dogs here have some positive trait about them in the show. Like they're influential. A lot of children gravitate to them. I remember, even as a child, I kind of liked the 101 Dalmatians. As a child, I used to like put I had the dog toy, and I used to put that dog toy in my mouth just to chew on it. I remember back in the day, I used to do that. But yet, I didn't become a dog nut. Seeing them on TV, that's fine. That's fine. But in real life, total different game. I can watch these things and be like, okay, fine, cool, they're funny. I loved Blue's Clues. Loved Blue's Clues. Watch it like every day back in the day, every day. With Steve and Joe and finding the clues, sitting on the thinking chair, mailbox, Mr. Salt, Mr. Pepper, Bucket, there's a dresser, Blue Skidoo, Meekin 2, something like that. I liked Blue's Clues. Garfield, I like Garfield. The dog, again, this dog there was dumb though. But a lot of dog nuts will find the dog funny. I watched Doug. You guys can see it. I'm gonna make it a little bigger. I watched Doug, and this dog in the show was pretty cool. It's a cool kind of dog. It was very cool. Just a cool dog in that show. I like Disney, with the Mickey Mouse, Goofy, and Donald. Those are fun shows to watch. But the dog, again, another dumb dog, a lot of children will gravitate to it because it's dumb and obnoxious. Ren and Stimpy, I didn't even know this was a dog. But again, I like that show too. Very graphic, but even as a child, I watched it. Very graphic, but I liked it. I hated the show Scooby-Doo. I hated that show. I just did not like it. Even the dog in that show was just disgusting. Just a big turnoff. I don't know why they call it Scooby-Doo, when in fact it's the people. I don't know their names by heart, but it's the teenagers, the guys, the men, the women that are all doing all the work. But this dog is being stupid and scared and all that crap. Slinky, I even said like in the latest Toy Story movie, I was wondering like where did the dog go? Was the dog in? I can't remember if the dog was there. Either the dog, I can't remember. I was like wondering where is Slinky. But somehow they got rid of the dog, but I thought they would have kept the dog in there. Snoopy, or Snoop. Again, another cool dog. In Charlie Brown, that dog was really cool. Really, really cool dog. Funny, cool dog. And I can see why, a lot of children become dog nutters because of Snoopy. Because he's kind of funny. He's funny. He's cool. He's chilled. He does a lot of silly things that are just like so random and funny. Cool dog. I forgot this one, but again, another dumb dog. Very obnoxious. Some children are attracted to obnoxious characters. We have this Crypto, I think it is. It had another stupid movie about it. Worthless dog. Clifford the red dog. I used to watch the cartoons. I used to read the books, and I was fine with that. Even when I was so uncomfortable with dogs, I was okay with reading the books about this dog. There were good stories. The show was pretty good as well. I liked it, but I didn't become a dog nutter. Well, the other ones I remember seeing, but I don't know them by name. But again, this is dog propaganda. Dog propaganda. I didn't even know this was a dog. This guy is from Warner Bros. Bugs Bunny. But yeah, this is where it starts. And one of my first videos that I made was about where it all started. Where did dog culture start? Where does it start? It starts with the children. It starts with these cartoons. watching these cartoons, you think these dogs are cool, you sympathize with them, have compassion for them. They're funny, they're silly, they're obnoxious. Things that kids like or get that they're drawn to. They're colorful. They're always laughing. They're always smiling, and children, they associate that with good and great. Whereas, going a little bit off topic. Whereas with cats, most times the cats are seen as evil and as rude and snarky, but the dogs, though, are seen as compatible, influential. They attract children to them, and people or adults in general as well. But lucky enough, somehow I wasn't able to be brainwashed by their dog nuttery, and here I am speaking out against dog nuttery. I'm gonna take a short little break. I'm gonna get something to drink because my mouth is very dry. Then we're gonna continue off with what we have left. As you're watching this, you can just fast forward if you want, or you can listen to the music. But nevertheless, I'll be back in maybe 4 minutes. And we are back. There's a few more things to go through. The next bit is about how, I guess, disgusting dog owners, dog lovers can be. I remember back in the day, I And I know I've always hated dogs, but when I went to, Jamaica, I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened, but went to Jamaica. They had dogs around, and for some reason, I just connected with one of the worthless mutts. And the reason why I connected with one of the worthless mutts is because I was feeding it. Every time it came by, guess what I would do? I'd feed it and just watch it eat. I'd just feed it, and then, me and the dog kind of whatever became like, I don't know. I guess we became, I hate to say it, it's so weird to say, but me and the dog kind of came close where I was petting the dog. It's hard to say. Oh my God. Where I was petting the dog and even holding and lifting the worthless mother up, man. I'm sorry. It's just a traumatic experience. But anyways, I was holding it and petting it. And as I was doing it, as I was a little child, I would eat food and then pet the dog, eat food and then pet the dog. And then one of my uncles was he called me out on it, saying I'm so nasty. He said I was so nasty for eating and touching the dog. And I deserve that. And I deserve that. If he didn't say that, chances are I probably would be still touching and eating around dogs, maybe. But when he said that, immediately I stopped. And I think I had I'm not going to get into it again, but I think for me to be touching a dog, touching food, and then eating it, I think there was a side effect that had happened to me. Because it wasn't until then that's when I noticed something was changing about me. And since then, it's been really bad. And yeah, he called me out on it, and it helped. And that's what we got to do with these dogs, and is just call them out if they're disgusting. Because we have dog lovers that will take showers with their dogs. And instead of other dog nuts saying, hey, that's nasty, that's, out of line, we have other dog nuts, promoting and supporting their decision to take a shower with a worthless mutt. This one says on Reddit, do any of you guys shower with your dogs, or am I creepy and weird? And this friend says, I do at my parents' house. They have a rainfall shower head and glass doors, so she can escape. Look at that. So she can't escape. Muhahahaha. At my place, we have a clawfoot tub, so it hurts when she digs her claws into me, and it's easy for her to escape. Person says, I do too. I figure if I have to wash her and she's going to get me all wet, I might as well take a shower too. So these people probably are most likely naked. They're naked, taking a shower with their dogs. This person says it's much easier. Friend says, I wish I could do this. She takes up most of the tub. See, these dog nuts are not shying away that they take showers with a worthless, disgusting mutt. They're naked. They're naked, butt naked, in a confined place with a dog. Okay. This one says, why did my dog keep getting in the shower with me this morning? But it says, I didn't really love how to react. Okay, I didn't really know how to react. But after a moment, she left on her own. Or it's on its own. But she repeated this 5 times over the course of a 15-minute shower. Let's see what these dog nuts have to say. And they're going to say, dogs don't put thick lines between activities the way people do. For example, they eat their own poop, I guess I am saying they may be no reason beyond a whim. Again, dogs are just disgusting. And if you get a dog and you shower with it and eat around it, then you two are also disgusting. I have a walk-in shower. My dog walks in occasionally, so this person is very comfortable with being naked, taking a shower with his worthless mutt. My dog regularly comes in the shower. I used it as a good chance to give it a bath. I suggest keeping some dog shampoo in there just in case. How about this one? This one with a pit bull. My pitty does this sometimes. I'm his emotional support human. Obviously, because dogs are worthless. like what more is there? I mean, again, they're worthless. They're incompetent. They're lazy. They're dumb. They need humans. I mean, plus you have the law where you have to do these things for dogs. So it's like, if you get a dog, you really don't have a choice. You have to do these things for dogs. I think it's just that they just want to spend not even a few minutes without being with you. Even if that means jumping in the shower with you. Again, dogs are worthless. Dogs are intrusive. And it's not really about you, it's because you feed it. You feed it. And it's only staying around you because you give it food. It'll stay around you in chance of, hey, you might give me food. You may not give me food now. You'll definitely end up giving it food maybe an hour later. And that only reinforces, hey, if I stay with you, you give me food. I'm around you, you're going to give me food. Maybe not all the time, but eventually, you're going to give me food. So it's about food, it's not about you. And I always say, give your dog a picture that you drawn as a present and see how that goes. This one says, my black lab does this all the time, even when I'm not in the shower, and looks at the faucet like party time. Let's go. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Yeah, so these dog nuts are not hiding it. Even when other dog nuts find it very uncomfortable or weird, other dog nuts reinforce that it's okay to be disgusting. It's okay to have your dog in the shower with you. It's okay to be naked in the shower with your dog. I mean, naked. Do dogs understand the concept of a bath, or they think I'm intentionally torturing them? Again, dogs are they're brain damaged mutants. We will never know what a dog is thinking. We will never understand dogs, period. Dog will never understand us. We are not dogs. We don't understand their behavior whatsoever. But what we do is we create these lies and excuses and these labels, and we put them on dogs. For instance, we've just read about these dog nuts, having their dogs join them in a shower. And they will see that as, the dog likes to be around you. Dogs love showers. No, the reason why dogs are around you is because you provide food for the dog. The dog's only with you because you provide food. Even if you're not giving the dog food right then and there, the dog is used to you giving it food. It's only around you for food. You've trained the dog, conditioned the dog to get food. That's it. So again, like dogs don't understand what we do for them. They don't. And another good example of how, dogs really don't understand what we're doing to them is the fact that a lot of dogs attack their owners. They attack the owners that have provided them food. They provide them food, shelter, love. I'm quoting love and care. But yet they still go and attack them. So it's not like we're not on the same frequency as these dogs. We'll never understand them. We don't understand their body language. We don't understand what they want. People take these dogs in and then they train these dogs to behave a certain way. They train the natural state of these dogs. We don't care what the dog wants. We want the dog to do what we say. We don't care. Like, we really don't care. I don't want to say we, but dog lovers in general, they just don't care what the dog wants. They don't care that the dog wants to make a mess in the house, that the dog wants to chew up things. They don't care. They want the dog to stop. We're not understanding why the dog does that. And if we did understand why dogs do the things we do, we wouldn't have these dog experts everywhere creating up these lies and making up things as they go. Because we can't understand dogs. We don't. We don't understand them. It's mind-numbing that there are people out there, dog nutters out there, that thinks dogs love them, that will put these labels on dogs when it's not true, when they can't confirm it, when the dogs themselves can't confirm it. But they will make up this delusion, and they will live in it because it feels good, even though it's completely wrong and harmful. That's the state of this dog culture. But this person says, my dog enjoys bath. It sometimes sits in the bathtub with the expectation that we will bathe her. It's disgusting. And bathe it. This person says, I don't think dogs have a concept of intent. And they don't. Dogs only function on food and attacking. That's it. Just food and attacking. They don't know that they're man's best friend. They don't know that they're being worshipped. They don't know that there are people out there creating excuses for them. They don't know that. You can be talking bad about a dog right in front of a dog. The dog will not understand what you're saying. They don't understand that. But in dog culture, you have to be delusional. You have to be able to make up stuff, justify nonsense. In dog culture, it's not about proving things. It's not about facts. It's about, just being dog nutters. It's about the dog. Making sure the dog is going to give you attention. Making sure that you can post dog pics on the internet and other people will like you for that. That's what it's about. It's about this attention and being dog nutters. This person says, her worthless mutts hates baths. She comes in the bathroom every time I go there, whether I want her to or not, so she knows the bath doesn't kill me. That's another thing with these baths and things, and and the question of does a dog think you're torturing it? What about with these groomers? Some dogs have to be chained up to be groomed. Some dogs are attacking groomers. So it's like, here we are doing something good for you. And you might actually view that as something dangerous towards you. See, dogs don't understand what's going on. They don't understand it. And these dog lovers will say, children will provoke dogs. And there was like a little ad about children provoking dogs. Just because you run, you can provoke a dog to attack you. What? That you can cause anxiety for the dog just by jumping, just by making noise. Seriously? Just by having fun and making a little bit of noise, that can provoke the dog to attack. The dog sees that as anxiety and as stressful. So dogs don't understand us. We don't understand dogs. Does anyone else's dog insist on laying down beside the shower when it's on? That's disgusting. The shower is supposed to be a place or a time where you get to clean yourself. But here we have people so-called cleaning themselves while having a disgusting, worthless mutt in the shower with them. That's like, cleaning yourself and having a pile of garbage in the shower with you. Having it leak out its nasty suit, you'd be disgusted. It'd be counterproductive. This says not the shower itself because it's not allowed in the bathroom. He always eats the cat food, but he always lays in front of the door. Yes, we had a problem that our dog was scared of the shower and didn't want to go in the bathroom. When told, so I started asking if it wants to go into the bathroom with me. Eventually, it started going in every time I let her in. At one point, we had to use the shower to wash her every day because of the road salt. Imagine that. So it was really useful as I didn't have to force her in. Nowadays, I take her to the shower with me, as just because I turn the shower on, we are in there, doesn't mean you are the one getting wet. She now has zero hesitation going into the bathroom when told and under the shower, but to her, getting wet is still a little scary. Getting wet is scary to dogs. Getting wet scares dogs. Imagine that. We have these dogs that are scared of getting wet by water. This person says his dog is very protective. Because this guy is going into the shower, his dog becomes protective. Can you shower with your dog? And this person says, depends. Ultimately, if you want to, go for it. However, as others said, keep an eye on temperature and your dog's skin. Even as humans, the water, especially the warmer the temp, can be drying. You can simply need to add skin supplements of your dog. Yada, who cares? So again, now dogs can't get wet because water will then ruin their skin, their worthless skin. And now you need supplements for that now. The person says, sure, why not? The friend says, I wouldn't recommend it for a dog. The proper temperature is lukewarm water since they have delicate skin. Again, dogs have worthless skin now. Now I've learned that dog skin are also worthless. It's also worthless. So worthless that they could never survive out in the wild. They couldn't survive out in the rain, in the snow, because their skin and their fur are worthless. It does nothing to protect them. It's worthless. Dog skin is worthless. Whereas in real natural animals, their skin and their fur has a purpose. Their skin and their fur keeps them warm. It keeps them cool. Many natural animals, they will shed their skin to keep fresh or whatever. I don't know the exact reason, but they will shed their skin. But dogs, even though they have skin and fur, all this fur and skin, whatever, it's practically worthless because they can't get cold. They can't get too hot. They can't get too wet. What good is their fur then? What good is it? How about this? We have dog owners that allow their dogs to follow them into the bathroom, as in to use the toilet. You feed and shelter them. You give them affection you feed and shelter them. You give them affection. In return, it is the best interest to protect you. Protect you from what? A toilet? There are times, again, videos, etc., where certain things happen to the owner, or rather a robber, burglar, like a robber, burglar, who's burglar, okay, like a robber entering their house, and the dog does nothing. Does nothing. There are instances where, something like a jump scare, something scares the dog or the owner, and the dog will just run away. So it's not about protection. This is just dog nuttery. It's about food. At the end of the day, it's about food. Dog following you, it's just following you just in case you're going to give it food. Dogs don't understand exactly where the food comes from. You don't understand that if your hands are empty, the food's not just going to randomly appear. They don't know that. So they're just going to follow you just in case they get food. This person asks, is there any reason why you shouldn't go toilet in front of your dog? Let's hear what these dog nuts have to say. They say, I've never heard of any reason not to. As a guy, I'm home alone with my dogs. I usually don't close the door to pee. My 7 month, seven-month-old dog will follow him into the washroom. He knows his dog never haven't noticed any negative behavior. I wouldn't let my dogs into you know what, though. That's personal you know what time. I've never heard anything, but I'd love to see someone stop their service dog I'm helping to train. The boy can open any door and has zero concern about anyone else seeing me. But it says, I've never heard of that. I'm in my house. No one bips alone. It says they posted this while their dog was laying right next to them. Anyone who hasn't used a toilet in front of a dog has never owned a dog. See, this is how disgusting these dog lovers are. It's disgusting. To have a nasty blob of worthless mutt in your washroom as you're doing your business with you. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, man. God, like, what? These doglets have no limits. There are no boundaries. I mean, they're already effing up their dogs. They're already having sex with their dogs. Can it get any worse than that? I think the next worst thing is them eating dog shit. Again, it's all the same thing, though. And these dog lovers, they support it and they reinforce such behavior. To have a dog in the washroom with you, in the shower, as you're using the washer, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. And they say many dogs like to follow their owners everywhere, including the bathroom, with some going as far as to scratch at the door while you're using the toilet. In general, dogs follow us because they are social, and they say animals. Again, dogs aren't real animals, they're worthless mutts. And enjoy human companion. I don't think it's about human companion or human company. Again, stray dogs, for example, do they really enjoy human company? If that was the case, why are they attacking people? Stray dogs. Why are they attacking people? Why are there so much complaints about stray dogs? Why are dogs attacking owners, attacking volunteer workers if they really enjoy human companion or company? I don't think that's true. I don't think it's about them enjoying it or hating it. I think for the fact that you feed these dogs, that's why they're near you. That's why. It's because you feed it. It's not about them liking it or hating it. It's not even like that. Dogs just do things. Dogs don't do things because they like it. Dogs just do things. They just do it. It could be the same thing for any natural animal out there. They don't do things because they like it or hate it. They do things because that's what they do. That's what they do. That's what dogs do. That's one of the most popular dog quotes out there. That's what dogs do. But again, these dog nuts will put these false labels on dogs. And this will only manipulate and deceive a lot of of children and like young dog nutters and thinking, hey, dogs really like me. No, they don't like you. They don't care what you do. Even if you're a good person, bad person, get good grades, get bad grades, they don't care. As long as you feed it, they're going to be around you. And even then, when you feed it, they can still attack you. So stop with this rubbish of acting as if dogs actually like being around you, because they don't. They don't. And I was going to touch base on the immune system thing, dog immune system, but I didn't really find much information about that. But speaking of dog nuts, showering with their dogs, that's disgusting. Things that I know is that, like, bacteria, it functions more, like the bad bacteria, it functions more. Sorry, like my phone I keep losing. I'm not even on my phone, and I keep losing a battery on this thing. It's just 15% like 10 seconds ago. Now it's like 5%. But anyways, I'm gonna say, like bacteria, it functions more or better or more sufficient when it's in moist or when it's in moist or in like water. So you dog nuts, bathing with your dog, you think you're getting clean, but in reality, you are infecting yourself with dog bacteria, with dog disease, with dog parasites. So to be bathing with your dog, showering with your dog, having your dog sit with you when you're using the toilet, you're only jeopardizing your own health by that. But you dog nuts are so dense and brain dead, you think anything a dog does is because it likes you. And that's not the truth. Dogs just do things. They just do it because they do it. At the end of the day, they're just doing it for food, yes, but the dogs do things just because that's what they do. Because that's what dogs do. I mean, you can't go to your dog and tell your dog, hey, I got a good grade at school. Dogs don't care. Dogs don't care about your new car. Dogs don't care about anything like that. They don't care. But only when dogs are not attacking is when they're going to put these certain labels on them just to justify the dog. But when the dog is attacking and hurting people, it's silence. It's lies and silence. You don't get no label for that. This dog culture is horrible. 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 And we covered not just with banned dogs, we have dogs that are owned by people, stray dogs still attacking people. Still attacking people. And one of the most popular quotes out there is, dogs are man's best friend. But if they are man's best friend, why would they be killing and making their owners sick? That's not a friend. Why, when dogs are scared, they run away from you? Why do they maul you? Why do they maul your children? That is not a friend. If you actually had a human friend that was hurting your children, you would not be calling that person a friend. You would not be calling that person a friend. You'd be saying, hey, goodbye. Send that person to jail. But with dogs, when it comes to dogs and they hurt your children, you keep that dog around. You keep that dog around. But for what, though? Because you're dog nutters. You're going to feel guilty that dogs, you're going to feel guilty for abandoning a dog. You're going to feel guilty of other dog nuts judging you. So you keep these dogs. So you rather feel disgusted and stressed out and depressed with a dog rather than giving it up and having some random people dislike you or something like that. But anyways, again, dogs are worse than a conniving friend. The things we do for these XO bully dogs, I mean, like I said, dogs don't do things because they like it or they hate it. There are people out there protesting and supporting these XL bully dogs and saying that they're good family pets. But yet these XL bully dogs are attacking and killing their owners or killing family members. So how can we support such thing? How can we call these things a friend? How can we say these things love and understand us when they're killing us at the same time? They're attacking us at the same time. Again, another story in India. These stray dogs, 7 people attacked in one day, mostly children. Attacked in one day. So my phone just died. But anyways, again, they're attacked in one day. Can't be calling these friends man's best friends. These are stray dogs. Stray dogs. And they said that dogs like human companion. So what about these stray dogs that are attacking people? Is it because they like, I don't know. It's just, again, dog culture, it is so stupid. It is so stupid. You gotta be brainwashed. You gotta be dim-witted. You gotta be a fool to accept dogs. You gotta be a fool to love and to appreciate dog culture when it's nothing more than a death trap. We have people dying because they think dogs are man's best friend. People dying because they think dogs are man's best friend, when that is not the case whatsoever. I mean, the only thing we call man's best friend are dogs. And in the end, dogs are the only one killing us at a high rate. It's not no other natural animal. It is not. It is dogs. Man's best friend killing us. You show them love and then they maul you. Stray dogs, random dogs, always attacking us, always terrorizing us. This needs to stop. This dog culture needs to stop. But anyways, I am Gore the Dog Butcher with another worthless mutt. And please remember that it's okay to hate dogs.